Marcel, this is for you. Just want to, if you could talk about both the big plays. You had the one when you did knock out McCoy. If you when you hit him, if you knew he was hurt, go through that play, and then obviously the interception return as well.
When it came to the first play of hitting McCoy, I really didn't try to hit him that hard. I really didn't want to hurt him. I mean, it was a part of the game. I mean, coach say don't think, you just react, and I just react on what I saw. And I mean, it's a part of the game. I ain't really try to hurt him, but little shuffle. They tried a shuffle pass, and Brandon Dedrick caught the running back while he was getting the shuffle pass. He was fumbling it, and my first reaction was grab the ball. And then after that, I blanked out, and all I was thinking about is Mark Ingram and Javier highlights and just doing moves I didn't think I could do. I was like, I can't believe I pulled off that spin. I saw the old lineman coming for my legs, and the first reaction was spin. And I looked to my left, I saw Eric Anders. I knew right then it was a touchdown. I couldn't wait till I get to the end zone.
Far back on the right.
For both players, could you just talk about the emotions of accomplishing what you set out to accomplish? You win the national championship. It's a perfect season. Your names are ingrained in at least the minds of national championship fans forever. What does it mean, this accomplishment?
It's real special for our entire team and our entire organization. Since we lost to Utah last year, Coach Saban said, what do you want to be remembered as to this new team? And we had our mindset on going undefeated and winning the national championship, winning the SEC championship. And just the fact that we went out there and we accomplished that, and we worked hard every single day, and we had a common goal, and a common goal that we wanted to accomplish was real sweet that we're here and we took advantage of the opportunity. And we're all just so proud and excited and can't wait to get back to Tuscaloosa and celebrate with the rest of Alabama and just the rest of our team.
Just relax on what he said. You know, Coach always told us about working hard, and I mean, it's always good to bring it back. And I mean, we worked all year for it. We put in the time, we put in the sweat, and we all hurt. And as you can see, I have a knee brace and an elbow brace on the left side of my body. You know, it was pretty hard, but we pushed through it. Coach always told us work hard. If you hurt, sit down. If you feel like you can play, go out there and play and give it your all. Don't go out there and half step because you think you're hurt. You got to give it your all, and we just went out there and played our best, not taking anything from Texas.
Third row on the left.
Mark, over here, Mark. Could you expand on what Coach Saban was talking about, the two running back system, how you guys have fed off each other and always have that fresh pair of legs out there coming the fourth quarter?
It's nothing but an advantage for our team to have two running backs, 4 running backs. You know, Roy, when he gets in the game as well, and just that could go in and you don't lose any production, and both of us could go out there and make plays. And we roomed together at night, and we just said that we both were going to go over for 100 yards. We said we needed to have a big game. We said we needed to have the team on our back tonight. And we just thrive off of each other. And even in practice, in the games when somebody's having big runs, we thrive off each other. In practice, when somebody makes a play or when somebody's working hard, when we're running sprints, so you just push each other, and it helps us tremendously to elevate our games to different levels. And it's going to be nothing but headache for defense for the next year or two.
Second row on the left.
Coach Saban talks a lot about the process and about buying into his system he has over the past couple of years. Tell me, was there one particular moment for the players, the athletes, the team, a turning point when you knew it was going to work, when you really started to believe?
I would say last year, when me and Mark was a freshman, and we saw a lot of the seniors and upperclassmen bought into the system. And for us to have the same team we had the year before, and for how they bought into the system and turned our whole program around, they told us we'll always be remembered as the team to turn the University of Alabama program around. And as they bought into the system, and we were like, we were gonna make it our thing to buy into the system. And it took look at Broncos now. We won a national championship. We got a first Heisman Trophy winner, and I can't believe I got defense MVP. And we just came so far and worked so hard, and that's why we bought into the system, and we knew it was going to work.
Well, I remember our recruiting class, we were number 1, and that was kind of Coach Saban's first entire recruiting class, and we all had a common goal. We said we were going to win a national championship our second year, and it's kind of crazy that we actually did it. And but I remember after just seeing the seniors buy into the, like he said, buy into the program. They were 7-6 a year before, and we went 12-0. And kind of what really was a turning point for me was when we lost to Florida and we lost to Utah. We weren't doing everything he's saying. We weren't committed all the way. We were taking teams for granted, and we didn't have the will not to be denied. And we kind of just took all his philosophies into perception. And, you know, this is where we are now. We had an undefeated season, and we're going to continue to try and have success.
Front row on the right.
For both of you, do you think that you've supplanted Florida as the power in the SEC?
Florida's a great team, and we're very grateful, and we worked hard all year, and that was our main goal, was to beat Florida for the SEC championship. And they're a great team, and I don't know if we surpassed them, but we beat them, and we won the national championship. So right now we're on top. But you know, it's just a blessing. It truly is, and we worked hard for it. We shed blood, sweat, and tears for this, and we're just really, really excited right now.
I just had a follow-up question. What went through your mind when you saw Marcel A scoring the touchdown, and when you saw the first play when he knocked Cole out of the game?
Man, when he knocked Cole out of the game, it was, I saw the hit, and I was like, ooh, that kind of hurt. I know that kind of hurt, but then somebody told me he was running off holding his shoulder, and it was just real unfortunate for him because I got to know him as a person in New York, and just all the hard work he's put in to get to that point. It's really unfortunate that he didn't get to play in this game, because I remember he was talking about him having to watch Vince Young win the game from the sideline when he was a redshirt freshman, and you know, it's really unfortunate that he didn't get to play. And I just saw them keep moving the ball, like keep trying to throw the ball, keep trying to run the ball, and I was like, man, they gonna do something. They gonna get a return. They gonna intercept the ball or a fumble. They gonna do something. And then like I heard everybody yelling. I saw Marcel taking off with the ball and stepped on somebody, spun off another guy, and then threw the ball, and got a personal foul penalty. But you know, it was all. I understand it for him because D ends don't get in the end zone too much. So I was real proud of him, and he made a big play, tremendous play that probably was the deciding factor in the game.
Back row on the left.
This question is for either one of you. When Colt went out of the game and you're facing the opponent, are you smelling fear, or did you see more determination in them?
I really didn't know McCoy was hurt and he wasn't playing anymore until I got to the sideline a couple plays after. And it wasn't about seeing the fear in their eyes. I saw determination. They rallied up together and were like, man, we're not going down without a fight. Just because our leader is down, we still gonna play hard. We still gonna give them a fight. I mean, you still saw the determination in them, and they weren't gonna give up. I knew they weren't gonna give up. The quarterback, he had to just work his way when he got in. He warmed up and he started doing better. I mean, he did hurt us and stuff like that, but we fought through that. I mean, I knew they weren't going to stop, so we couldn't stop ourselves.
In the middle.
I didn't want to ask Coach about this because he doesn't like getting a lot of attention on himself for both of you guys. He is the first coach to win BCS title at 2 separate schools. Can you just talk about what that says about him as a leader in every facet of the program?
He's just a coach that is driven, and he has a vision, and he tries to do his best to instill his characteristics in us. And as you can see, like, he was excited, but he was more excited for everybody else than he was more of himself. And just the things he can do to influence younger players is how he gets these national championship teams. He influences college athletes and high school athletes to buy into a system and not only develop characteristics that's going to help them in football, but in life as well. And I think that shows in the way he's won national championship at LSU and turned our program around and helped us win national championship. He's just a great coach, and he's real driven, and he just tries to instill the characteristics that drives him in us, and all feeds off of each other.
Got time for 2 more questions on the far left.
Mark, to your left over here. When you won the Heisman, it was such an emotional moment for you. I'm just curious how you compare that moment with how you're feeling right now.
The Heisman was kind of shocking and something I never really expected coming into this year. And when I won the trophy, like, it was a great honor to win the trophy, but it was more than just a trophy to me. It was overcoming adversity, just all throughout my life, me and my family sticking together, just overcoming all obstacles, all people that tried to hold us back. And that was real. A lot of the emotion came from that. And this national championship was more of everybody. I was so happy to leave my heart out there for the team. And blood, sweat, and tears, we out there running 110 sprints in 110-degree heat. And we're like, why are we doing this? Some days after practice, you're just frustrated. You're like, why did I do this? Or you get hurt. You're like, why am I doing this? And tonight was what it was all for. And just to know that all the hard work paid off, it was more of just a togetherness and a family and a feeling of all our brothers just being able to accomplish this together was real sweet for all of us. And that's what the difference is.
Final question in the back.
Marcel, this question is for you. Coming from the Birmingham area, do you have anything you want to tell your friends and family back home who are watching the game? And the second part of that is, when you came out of Huffman High School, are these the things that you envisioned?
Of course not. You know, I came out of Birmingham. I was a mediocre recruit. You know, I felt like I was always better, but I mean, it is what it is. But I didn't think I was going to work hard and get to where I am today, where I am now, and accomplish the things that I have accomplished. I mean, my coaches always told me hard work ain't hurt nobody, and I always worked hard for everything. And I knew it was going to come easy, and I knew it was going to take to get it. And so me playing with Andre Smith and knowing where he came from and how hard he worked when I was in high school. I was a sophomore when he was a senior. And I was determined. I was like, I want to be like that when I become a senior. I want to get all his accolades that he didn't got and then some. I mean, I wasn't the caliber player he was, but I really want to work my butt off to become that and then some. And so, for everybody back home that watched the game, you know, roll tide roll, and I'll be back at the house probably this weekend.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations.